What is up, lads? It's CMG here. Now, today is going to be a retro talk video. This is going to follow on from the PlayStation Classic video that I did. So this is the third, no it's not, it's the second one, sorry. It's the second video that I'm doing for retro talk. Now, I scoured the internet to have a look at what kind of topic I can do for this, because retro gaming is a bit of a difficult subject to talk about, because with Overwatch it's easy, because any kind of content that comes out, I just go straight on it and start talking about it. But with retro games, it's kind of difficult. But I think I found something that I want to talk about. And, well, because I'm a big fan of arcades and arcade machines, I thought maybe this would be a nice little start, nice little beginning. Because you've got to start somewhere. I mean, it's a very, very random topic. But somebody's got to start somewhere with a video series, right? Anyway, I scoured around the internet and I came up with something that really caught my eye after I was reading around on Twitter, and I found a tweet talking about it, and here it is. This is the Capcom Home Arcade. This is quite an interesting contraption, I might say. It's very, very uniquely designed compared to anything that I've seen so far. Now, this system was announced by Capcom back in April, so a lot of people have known this was coming out in April. It's set to be released to the public next month. So I think it's the 8th of November this thing comes out. So yeah, we're going to have a little bit of a nose around on the official Capcom Home Arcade website and see exactly what we can learn from this. So it's the greatest Capcom arcade games experienced on the ultimate home arcade. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the design of this thing. It's a little bit weird, I'll be honest. It is very, very weird. The only reason I say that is because, I mean, look at it. It's just literally the Capcom logo as the unit. And yeah, Capcom must love their logo so much that they will actually make sure you look at the entire thing, because they've even infused the buttons into the logo. I mean, look at the buttons. I mean, look at this. What is this? How are you supposed to know what button to press for the kick or the punch or anything? Like, how are you supposed to know? Did Capcom know anything about coloured buttons? Green, blue, red, yellow, purple. All we've got is the button left of the A, the button top of A, top right A, or something like that. Like, do they even mark their buttons as well? I mean, it's weird. It's really, really weird the way that they've designed this, Capcom. However, having said that, this thing is actually retailing in the US at $200. That's about 170, 160 pounds if you're in the UK. So yeah, so basically at the bottom here it says celebrating a true champion of arcade gaming, emblazoned with Capcom's iconic duotone logo. This massive thing. The Capcom Home Arcade delivers a classic single and multiplayer arcade gaming experience. Now, do not let that fool you, ladies and gentlemen, because you can't play online with this. As from what I've been seeing, from what I've been reading and what I've been hearing on other YouTubers that talk about this, you can't play online. The only thing you can do is share your scores with people from around the world that also have this unit. It's a bit strange that they have Wi-Fi capabilities and you can't play online. So yeah, that's a little bit weird. So featuring 16 of the best Capcom titles from the golden age of arcade gaming, 2 full-size premium stick and button configurations, allow these games to be played the way they were meant to be played. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure that there is quite a few games that are going to be like noteworthy. Let's have a look at these games actually. So there's more information about the joysticks themselves. I mean, that looks like a pretty damn vintage stick right there. They actually name it as well. It's a Sanwa JLF TP8YT stick. Well, it just sticks it right to you, doesn't it? I mean, yeah. Right, anyway, so these are the 16 classic Capcom titles that are going to be on the system. Obviously, there's a few more down there that I can't really show because, well, my screen is too small. So, I don't know all of these titles. I mean, there are some that stick out. So for example, Street Fighter 2 right down here. Ghouls and Ghosts. I did a video on that in the Retro Gaming series. There's Puzzle Fighter. I do believe Puzzle Fighter is also on the PlayStation Classic. I think it's one of the games that you can play on there. So yeah, you can play that. Mega Man Power Battle. So Mega Man is on this, obviously because Mega Man is Capcom. We've also got Darkstalkers. I think that's a fighting game. Is that a fighting game? I think that is. Captain Commando. I think that's a shooter game. 1944. That's a shooter game. Alien vs Predator. Shout out to Barry Big Plums if you're interested in this. They've got Alien in this. I know that my mate BBP, I like to call him Double BP, also known as Barry Big Plums, is a big Alien fan. He is. I don't think I know any bigger fan of Aliens than Barry Big Plums. I mean, he lives off of Alien, just like I do with Overwatch. But anyway, yeah. So Alien vs Predators on this. We've also got Final Fight. Awesome. I love Final Fight. You got Pro Gear. I've never heard of Pro Gear. Strider. ECO Fighters. See, I need to have a look at this. So ECO Fighters. This is where. Oh, I see. I thought this was going to be a. So this is a shoot 'em up game. This is a shmup game released in 1993. It's a horizontal, so it's not a vertical one. It's a horizontal. So that's that one. Cyberbots Full Metal Madness. Ah, this is a fighting game. This is a fighting game head to head. So these games are real fodder to me for the retro game series, because I really want to know about these games, because like I never grew up with these. I never grew up with the actual vintage gaming, like vintage arcade gaming units. I only lived off of the Nintendo and Nintendo consoles, so the NES, the SNES, the Nintendo 64, the PlayStation, all those games, all those consoles. That's the stuff I grew up with. I was never able to play an arcade system. Like there was a this is going off a little bit of a tangent here, but I remember an area of my where I used to live. It was called Sega Dome, and you literally went in there, and there were like tons and tons of arcade systems in there. One of them is for a game that I really want to talk about in a later video. But yeah, there's that Cyberbots Full Metal Madness. What's Captain Commando? Commando is oh right, so this is a vertical fighter. This is a beat 'em up, very similar to Streets of Rage. So this is like a Streets of Rage kind of game. Also, a Beats of Rage, if you remember the video that I did on the Open BOR when I was playing as Cooler Diamond. So that's another a game that I highly recommend. Right, what else have we got on here? We've got obviously Capcom Sports Club. What's this? This must be right. So this is basically games like this. This is like sports games infused into like one game. So you got football there, or soccer if you're in the US. You got tennis. You got basketball over here. That's quite nice. So that's pretty damn good. Street Fighter 2. I mean, how could you not have Street Fighter on a Capcom arcade system? I mean, there would be protests from Capcom and arcade gaming unit fans if there was no Street Fighter. Yeah, I mean, Street Fighter. Yeah, of course it's got to have that. We've also got Mega Man there. What's Mega Man? Which is this? Right, so Mega Man has got, this is pretty much the bog standard Mega Man game, but put into an arcade unit. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I like that. It just gives you an idea. Down here just gives you an idea of how it works. You've also got an HDMI output. So obviously, if you've got a TV, if you've got an HDMI output, you'll be able to play it with your TV. Wi-Fi on board. So obviously, it's got to have online capabilities. But the strange thing is, you can't play online against other people. The only people you can play with is the guy next to you, because obviously you can play co-op on the beat 'em up games, just not online, which is weird. But obviously you've got the micro USB power. So obviously this runs off of USB, the exact same as the PlayStation Classic. That obviously works on USB as well. It is actually pretty big. It's pretty well designed. I mean, if this is retailing at $200, then obviously the design of it, the actual the materials used to actually infuse this together is obviously going to have to be properly done, properly designed, properly made. And obviously down here you can pre-order it now. Today is the 9th of October as I'm doing this video, so yeah, it's in a month's time this will be out. Am I going to be buying this? Not really. I mean, if I really want to be buying something like this worth $200, probably not. Especially when it's only got 16 games. I mean, if you are a big Capcom fan, if you really love your arcade machines, arcade units, then of course you're going to go ahead and buy this. But something like me, who's kind of is a big fan of retro games, but gets their kicks out of other ways of playing games, probably not. But it's always nice to sort of discover these things and see, how these things are being distributed, how these are being retailed, and all the rest of it. So, yeah, it looks really cool. It's strangely designed. I'm not going to put that away. I don't like... The one thing I don't like the translucent buttons. I wanted to see different colored buttons and maybe label them as well. So A, B, C, D, rather than just have them infused into the title itself. Because how are you going to see them? How are you going to justify what button to press with the kick button? If you're playing Street Fighter 2, for example, what are you going to do to figure out what button does what when everything pretty much looks the same, if you know what I mean? Like, why can't they be labeled? Why can't they have like A, B, C, D? I guess Capcom loves their labels so much that they'll just make you look at what it is. Otherwise, you completely forget about where it's from. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks great. When it gets bought, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be purchasing this if they're big fans of Capcom. And yeah, there you go. This is the Capcom Home Arcade. This is pretty much their website. I would watch the trailer, but I'm a little bit worried about it not playing properly because of the lag and everything, because my laptop is ridiculous right now. I mean, I'm quite lucky if I'm able to put this video out and actually make it, because my laptop is completely crap at the moment, so I probably won't watch the trailer. But I'll post a link right up here if you do want to go and check that out. If there's a video on YouTube and there's a link somewhere, I'll post it right here, so you can go and check it out. And obviously the games, you can view the games as I've just done in this video. So yeah, massive idea for, definitely ideal for a Capcom fan. So yeah, in a month's time this will be available, and this will be available to order. So if you want to pre-order now, you can go ahead and just click on the button here. It takes you straight to where you can go to pre-order it. So I'm not going to do it, obviously, but yeah, there you go, guys. That is my review on the Capcom Home Arcade. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, if I do get any. And yes, thank you very much for watching this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at ChrisMono9. Check me out on my Google, Facebook, Pinterest, Twitch, and of course, my eBay store. Make sure you click on the notification bell if you want to be updated with any videos I intend to do in the future. Have a great day, have a great life, be nice to your fellow gamers, because we're all human beings. I've been ChrisMono Games. Until the next video, I shall see you later. Hey door, and peace.